Alrighty. Hello and welcome to the stream. We are playing Slime Rancher this evening. I'm Chronic Whimsy. You can call me Whimsy. Hello, Cozy. It is very nice to see you as always. I love that you're here before me. So nothing has changed since our last stream, but we do have a plan to go to the Glass Desert today. After we get these guys fed and make sure that we are doing our chores. It seems a little loud to me, so I am going to be turning this volume down. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm just going to drop that down to about there so I don't deafen myself as we play. We will, of course, check in on Ogden and Mochi sometime through all this. That upgraded farm, though, is really doing good for us. 40 Oka-Okas in one. And they can use them because they are out of food. Now I do need to also check on my drones, because I could have sworn I had a drone to do this for me. Which would, of course, give me more time to play. Oh, you're out of water. That's what it is. Let's see what's going on here. We have Bob or Thora. Let's go with Bob. Hello, chicken, okay? I love Bob. You want 5 plain chickens and 2 painted chickens. That's pretty convenient given that we are going to the Glass Desert. This is a quantum port. We will want to ship that way over there where they can't get at it and turn into a tar. These guys are waiting on food. What are they? They are mosaic tabby largos. They like veggie and meat. So we'll figure that out later. We can, however, get them some chickens. So we'll just go round up the normal chickens in here to start with. We've got some saber dervishes. I would have called them dervish sabers. And they like meat and fruit. Pretty sure we don't have their fruit yet. Come here, you guys. There's some more chickens. Chicken! $12 should do for now. Maybe a little bit more. I'll take the pogo fruit over here too. And this stuff. Okay, there we go. They can have the fruit and 1, 2, 3, 5. The rest can go out here. All right. Now, I don't think we have any new colors since last time. Let's turn our house milkshake. Oh yeah, that's a pretty color. Okay. If we have any hope of succeeding at Bob's, we do need to go into the glass desert. Oh, you know what? Let's see. Do we have any warp tech? We have blue warp depots, which we'll probably go with that later. Better question, can we afford green or yellow warp? Let's get you going, because I'm sure there's a lot down here to get. And you. Oh, right, I have 2 of you. There we go. Okay. What do we have that we can make? Warp tech. Well, we could make a butterscotch teleporter, but we need the silky sand. Can we make... Let's make 1 advanced drill, 1 advanced pump, once we get tabby ports, and 1 advanced apiary. And the reason we're doing that is we're going to take those to the glass desert, because the glass desert was a later addition. It came up in a patch that expanded on the world of Slime Rancher. And because slime science was already a thing, it added unique slime science materials that you could only get in the glass desert. All right, I need a tabby plort, 1 single one. You are tabby largos, and you have eaten. So I will take actually all of these because I'm gonna run out otherwise. And if you hear jingling, that is the mosaics jingling. They do love to jingle that way. There he goes. He's getting them slowly fed. Oh, we do also have a new place to visit. I completely forgot about that. This is, I believe, Viktor's lab. So we will also go there today. Let us first... Okay, it was the advanced pump. Now what I want to do is... Right, I can't do the butterscotch teleporter until I've got... And I want to do butterscotch because I do try to color code my teleporters to the best of my ability. The glass desert is sandy and kind of sparkling gold to me, so a yellow teleporter makes sense. And I'm about to be silly. If I'm not careful, I believe we can skip a good portion of the trip by going over here because we have a shortcut. We took care of a Largo in here on, I believe, the first session, and that is what got us that shortcut. Somebody was eating here. Now we do have a fair way to go in this series. There's stuff to do. There's decorating to do. There's more slimes to be captured. There's more goals to be met, but once we finally feel pretty satisfied that we've gotten all the way through the goals and stuff, my intention is to carry on the series with Slime Rancher 2. So be aware that, you know, this is an ongoing thing. I love these games. They bring me peace and joy and kind of a soothing happiness. So hopefully they're doing that for you too. Although I will say this part does not bring me so much. Let's see, can I get through here? No. Now in the glass desert, we want the painted chickens, obviously. We want a particular type of slime called a tangle slime, if we can find one. And we want some fruit and vegetables. Hey look, a treasure pod. Let's open that. What are you going to give us? This gold flowers? Star flower patch. Those are very pretty. And when we finally get to decorating, they'll be very handy. Now, I know I previously turned off the secret styles. I meant to turn them back on before I started recording today, before I started streaming today, but I forgot to do it, so I will do it on the stream. Initially, I was kind of, like, I was enjoying them, but they didn't look like the friends I've come to know and love, so I was having this kind of secondary thought to it. But then I turned it off, and I was like, oh, but I like them. So they are going to be back on. We are going to be collecting the new secret styles. And we'll just play it by ear and find the ones we like. Alright, glass desert. Now for ease in retrieving these materials, I am going to be putting them out as close to that as possible. Which means here is a pump. Thank you. You cannot have a drill because I need to go retrieve my old drills first. Should have thought of that. We'll do that next. Since we're here though, might as well look for a painted chicken and see if we can't progress the desert some. We also want to get prickle pear and silver parsnips. That's what it is. This looks familiar. Well, that's a tangle slime. So we need to find one of those and get one of its plorts for that. And here's another one here. I wonder if it's just the two or there's a third one somewhere. Such a beautiful place. You're a dervish. You look like a tangle slime, but you are not one. But that's kind of what they look like with that plant. Stony chick. Aha! Look what we have here. I will take you. And yes. Alright, a couple of painted hens. And let's read this one. The glass desert is a fascinating place, but you need to be on guard. At any moment, a dangerous solar anomaly can occur that will cause all heck to break loose for a spell. You'll know it when you see it, and when you do, head for cover or risk burning your tuchus. H. Well, we've already seen that. That's how we got the fire slimes. But he was not kidding about the burning our tuchus. Let's see. One thing I have learned about Slime Rancher is you really do need to check the nooks and crannies of the world. Because you never know what you might miss. Actually, I'll grab a few of those. Just in case. Something popped out above. Some heartbeats, some... Are these normal chickadoos? Yes, they are. And we can spray that with the water if we can get it here. I've already gotten the map for this place. And here is the little oasis. Do we see anything down here that we want? Not offhand so far. I was hoping maybe we'd see a tangle slime, but I'm not. I'm gonna take you and you. And I'm gonna pop you guys. Nope. I want you away from me because you like to hit me. Alright, next thing. The desert is a harsh place for sure, but there are little pockets like this where life is waiting to flow back into the soil and reach toward the clouds. Of course, it might happen a little faster if you give it a helping hand. Use that noggin, Beatrix. All right. Now, I do want to go pretty fast if I can remember where I'm going. Because I'd like to get out here. And we're out of time. But that's two more. Not too shabby. And it sounds like maybe we have a lucky slime somewhere around here. It could just be the mosaics. I'm seeing dervish, I'm seeing mosaic. Not seeing tangle though, which is a little unfortunate. Oh, there's that solar anomaly. Now let's see. Well, first of all, I'm gonna feed these to this guy, because at the very least, if we can get him fed, we can get Tangle Slimes that way. So let's pop in here. Avoid the spout of fire. No, that's not. Okay, so let's see. If we... What's that? Okay, over here is the oasis where we get the water. If we get the water and we rush here, shouldn't take us too long to get to there, and then we'll be able to get it. I think we can make that. There we go. And there's a Tangle Slime for us. We really only need the one, although I will take this second one. I don't know what we're going to pair the Tangle Slimes with just yet, but it's nice to have a couple to go home with. So at this point, all we have left to get is the silver parsnip and the prickle pear. And they will most likely show up in these areas. That's carrots. So not the silver parsnips we need. More carrots. Let's see. I always get a little bit turned around here. There we go. Now I do think there's somewhere over here we might need. Thought we might be able to go up there. Maybe not. Not over here. So I guess maybe not. What can we find in here? More carrots. Alright, let's grab this and see if there's anything else we can do right away. Nope. Did not make it. Was there somewhere to make it? Yes, right there. Now we did also find those 2 Tangle Slime statues over here, I believe. So, if I do this. Come on, eat. There we go. Okay, where was the other one? It was back here, wasn't it? Don't need you. Were you up here? Yes. That didn't feel complete to me. Aha, there's a dervish up there. Now how to get up there, that's the trick. Okay, if we go here. And rest. Come on, come back. There we go, get all of our energy back. Okay. There we go, we're up here. So that's how we get up here. That also looks like something. And there's a box right there. I want to go up there first, though. I think I can maybe hit... Well... I know I can go there, so... Nothing? Okay. Rest and regain my energy. Okay. Will you eat again? Say yes. Come on. One of you two should. You know what? I'll throw both of them out there. The problem was I fed them so recently. They're pretty well fine. You know what? Let's do this one instead. Because I believe that's their favorite. Which doesn't necessarily mean they'll eat faster, but they should give us 2 plorts. But I'm betting this is the 3rd plort for whatever we were doing over there. While we're waiting, can I get up here? Yes, I can. Okay. Oh, that's a fountain, I think. I can kind of see it through there. So if we can get there, then we could come to... I think there's a couple around here at least. There's a thing right there. Wait, where's your friend? Oh no, did I lose one of them? It's way down there. Well, I'm not going after him as long as I've got this one. No, you stay back over there. Now, you know what? I'm already frustrated by this, so we're gonna go Geronimo! Grab him. We'll be on our way, but now we know what to do. We know to get up there. Yeah, and there's one here. I thought there might be one over here. What we can do is take these chickens minus the painted hens, because, well, I want to take at least 2 home with me. Maybe 3. The other 2 we can use. But we can take all the chickens back to the Tangle Largo that we saw. Anybody back here? Oh. Hey, a treasure pod. What are you going to give us? Ruined desert blocks. Okay. So I guess that's kind of like that. Another solar anomaly. My goodness, I couldn't speak there for a moment. Because we're feeding a Largo, I am going to be grabbing pretty much any chicken I see. Dervish slimes. Aha. Yes, I will take you and you. Honestly, one thing you could do, if you were ever looking to farm the painted hens, is you could take the painted hens for the Largo and the painted chickadoos to take home. Because no slime will eat a chickadoo, last I checked. So you can put the chickadoos in a coop and they can grow up. However, they do have the chance of growing up into roostros as well as hens. So I just don't want to take the risk. Okay. Well, we've got 6 stony hens, 4 hens, and we'll say 4 painted hens. That might be enough to get our friend over here to full. We'll start with the hens. Not quite enough. Ah, but here is another painted hen. I will take this roostro and all of these guys, which are going to help us tremendously. And hey, look! Couple more tangles. I would like one more tangle, and then I will be happy with the amount of tangled slimes that we have to head home with. Oh, it's happening. He's jiggling pretty hard. Can we find one more hen hen? Because I feel like with one more hen hen, we would be pretty set on that front at least. Ah, no, but we can find prickle pears, which are even more important. You know what? We're gonna take a chance. There we go. That's all of them. Shoot! I didn't want to go back. But we can at least set up a place for these guys. And I think I want to put them in a coop. Not there. Now we got prickle pear. So that's veggie and meat, not fruit and meat. I believe the prickle pear would be for these guys, because the dervish like fruit. We're going to put them in a corral here with high walls, the air net, the pork collector, and an auto feeder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's enough. All right. Let's see. Those look pretty even. This feels like it may be a little bit closer. So this is the one we're going to turn into a coop with high walls, spring grass, vitamizer, and the deluxe upgrade. But before we put sorry, buddy. Before we put the roostro in there, we want to make sure that he's not going to get eaten. So we're going to go back to the glass desert in just a minute and get some more painted hens to do this properly. How are you guys doing? Pretty well. These guys have an extra roostro, so that's fine. I tend to store roostros because they're somewhat rare, and by the time I have a decent surplus of them, I've already got feeding set up for pretty much everybody. puddle plorts. Okay, let's see who this is. We can do Bob again. Chicken okays, 1 roostro, and 4 normal hen hens. Well, we can do that easy peasy. There's 1, 2, 3. I'm not even sure where these guys came from. Oh, we need to feed these guys too at some point. It really does become about how much there is to do around here. Like, it reaches a point where you almost need the drones to keep up with everything. And even they can only do so much. Let's see. You guys are so fed that you are running out of space. So I'm going to give you 26. The rest of these heartbeats get incinerated so that my poor fire slimes can eat. There we go. I need 1 more hen who is right there. And we just put a roostro up, so there we go. Now, what is this getting us? Because I forgot to look at that. Q berries we don't care about. Rad. I mean, we don't really care about this, but who knows? Clean up a bit. The rad plorts can just go right in here. Where did that one land? Oh my goodness. Look at this. It's pure insanity. Okay, there's over 50. They're gonna have food for a minute here. Hop into the grotto. We are stacked with plorts here. So that's good. Okay, first things first, we need to go get the prickle pears set up in their own garden. We should also check on what we need to sell in order to make enough money to maybe move forward in the 7Z club. So what is down and what is up? Crystal is up. Honey is up. Rad, phosphor. You know what? Phosphor and quantum are both up. So we will get this set up, and then we are going to go to town on selling the rad, or the, I said rad and phosphor, but quantum phosphor is what we need to sell. Okay, how about the garden be over here? This will be a garden of prickle pears. Fruit cocktail. We want nutrient soil, sprinklers, miracle mix, and the deluxe upgrade. Thank you. Beautiful. And you can have that one. Okay, I want to double check. I think it said phosphor and quantum were both up. Phosphor is up to 26, quantum's up to 62, and we have so many to sell, it will be insane. It will take a minute, because there's so much to sell, so several trips, but we have the market link as well, right there? Yeah, because I think this is the refinery link? We'll check. If we have an upgrade for a backpack to get to 100, I would love that. Go away. Okay, you are the market link, right? No. Are you the market link? Yes. T. There we go. I believe I can now reasonably... Yeah. Just make it a little bit easier. Although if I go closer, it gets fast. I love it when Mochi's goes off on the big one, on the expensive ones. I'm gonna aim to get to about 25,000 maybe. Although I'll probably have to stop after this or maybe a second one just because it's already 11:40 or 10:40. And I believe at midnight it updates. And given how many we're selling, it will update to say it's going down tomorrow. So it may be better that we do 2 different types, depending on what it says. Don't get in my way. I don't have time for that nonsense. I don't care about dropping it like that. Okay, there's still 26. I want to keep an eye on that. 26 and 62. $62. Still 26. Oh, right, but it's 22 o'clock. I'm going to... We are already at 22,000. All right, if it does change at midnight, that was the last one we will make at the 26 and 62 number. So 58, 59, it's midnight. So this one will tell us what it's gone to. And I will go ahead and sell 50 more because it doesn't matter that much. We have so many of these things. I am gonna just... Okay, there's still 62. I will take it. Wait, I keep miscounting because it's 23. I may be able to get one more round. which I definitely want to do. Okay, 62. Oh. Okay, yeah, it did stop. So midnight it stops. I just can't read 24-hour time, I swear. Oh, and it basically half. It's fine. Mostly it's fine because I looked down at where they all congregate that the drone is trying to keep up with, and there are so many plorts just hanging out on the ground. There's no need to worry whatsoever. But I do want to see, do we have... Oh, we can move. Pick up gadget. And we are going to put the market link right here, actually. And then I'm going to go ahead with the 35,000 and buy the other storage units. And I'm going to put one of each. Let's see, 2, 3, 2, 3. I want the quantum ports in here. And the phosphor ports in here. And that way I can just grab from these two and sell them whenever I'm ready. That'll be so good. Alright, we're up to 35,000. Don't need to worry about more money right at the moment, although I am going to check to see what we can buy. We still don't have any upgrades to buy. So let's check the 7Z Club. 20,000. But we do get 2 new colors. And 25,000 will get us an overgrowth upgrade. Our star mails, we have 3 new star mails. So we have assistance required from Viktor Humphreys. Ms. LeBeau, I have heard of your accomplishments here on the far, far range. You seem to be very capable, quick-thinking, and able to adapt to new conditions. Exactly the kind of person I need for my latest project. Should you find this proposition agreeable, I have activated a teleporter in your lab to my undersea workshop. I hope to see you soon. Sincerely, Viktor Humphreys. P.S. Should you accept this offer, I propose we refer to each other in a casual manner going forward. A reduction in formality will expedite every future interaction that relies on dialogue. In short, may I please refer to you as Beatrix? And then Casey sent us one titled New Year's Eve. Hi, B. Do you remember New Year's Eve when we were looking for that party? While we were wandering around the city lost, I got my bearings and didn't tell you because I knew we were close to that coffee shop run by the tyrant. And since it was starting to rain, I thought it would be really romantic to stumble across the place again. I guess I finally found the courage. But the coffee shop went out of business and it was a taco place now. So we ate tacos in the rain and it was just the best thing. We were on the roof of your old apartment, hoping to see the fireworks. I was going to tell you something then, but that's when you told me about Africa. It sounded like an amazing trip. I was really happy you were doing what you loved to do. And 7Z Corporation wants to let us know slime enrichment devices are now on sale. Ms. LeBeau, the 7Z Corporation would like to congratulate you on obtaining the rank of Rolling Beetle 1. With this rank, you now have access to a revolutionary new technology for slime enrichment and preoccupation from activities that would otherwise hinder ranching. We call this new technology slime toys. Slime toys can now be purchased from the shop we have just installed on your ranch. Please excuse the excessive pauses in that last sentence, but our technician drones may have needed extra time for the installation, and we did not wish for our claim to be inaccurate. The 7Z Corporation, giving robots time to do their job right, one sentence at a time. The 7Z Corporation. So yep, that is Viktor's workshop, but we have more pressing matters because we first need to go to the Indigo Quarry and see if we can't take care of some of these drills. Activate, activate, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's our 6th one. Now, are they going to all keep going? It looks like the answer may be yes, so let's see what we can pick up at least. They're so noisy. And the other thing I want... Okay, we can put a blue warp depot right there. And that will just hold one more should we need it. But we did get a lot of jellystone and a lot of indigonium. So that's good. We should also check out about the apiaries, because I think we also have 6 of them installed, because we couldn't install them in the desert either. All right. We're right over here, so let's visit Viktor's workshop. No chickens or carrots, only slimes. Well, it looks like we've got little warp depots or something. Hello, Beatrix. Thank you for taking the time to assist me with this project. It is a matter of great importance that is something... My apologies. I am in the middle of some delicate work, and I sometimes forget I'm wearing my immersion field. Now then, the matter at hand. I need some assistance testing an in-development simulated reality of the far, far range. I am attempting to use this simulation to predict slime behaviors and evolution. Alternatively, you could call it a slimulation. I had calculated a response of at least a mild chuckle from that wordplay. But no matter. Let's proceed. My slimulation is an infinitely complex project that could be the key to understanding slimes on a level we've never dreamed. However, it is sadly riddled with bugs. Well, not bugs per se. Technically speaking, they are a flawed simulation of a slime that has discovered a way to replicate. Fascinating in its own right, but very much disrupting my studies. I call these entities glitch slimes, and I need you to help me collect them for study. Here's how it works. Enter the slimulation and begin exploring. Your goal is to collect glitch slimes, which will automatically be turned into bug reports upon exiting the slimulation. However, this is easier said than done. Glitch slimes have exhibited a curious behavior of conforming to their surroundings, perhaps to avoid detection from me? It is not clear. Refocusing the discourse. Glitch slimes will look like normal slimes and objects within the environment, though something is usually off about them. To reveal them, back up the suspicious slimes and use my handy debug spray on suspicious objects in the environment. As a reward for your efforts, I'll grant you manifold cubes, a special multi-purpose resource I invented, which you can use for fabricating unique gadgets from the blueprints you'll find in the slimulation. As we conclude each major phase of our work, I'll also grant you additional rewards, but more on those later. My research has determined that adding mystery to reward mechanisms incentivizes participants to try harder. Oh, and this is really not terribly important, and I'm certain it's quite nearly under control, but due to a data corruption in the slimulation, there will reach a point where tar-like entities will begin appearing and taking over the slimulation, and you should really get out right away. When this occurs, I'll be sure to signal a beacon on the first available location where you can safely log out. Just follow the exit markers when you see them. They'll lead you to the exit portal. Okay? Great. Glad you have no questions at all, especially about that last bit. So let's get to work. Alright. The slimulation is a lot to handle in its current state. Check the Slimepedia for proper testing procedures. Okay, tutorials, slime testing. Back up suspicious slimes, use debug spray on suspicious objects. Glitch slimes can escape if you take damage from corruption. Once an exit appears, follow beacons to find it and escape. Also, never, under any circumstances, press the "Hello, chicken!" Okay. That whir was not ominous at all. What's this over here? Just servers. Okay. And what do we have here? We have some sort of gadget, and those must be the manifold cubes. So we want 100 glitch slimes to get the first major reward. 20 for the first manifold cube. Let's see how we do. Alright. Be on the lookout for glitched largos and slimes. Back them up. Well, that was convenient. No, you're... So, the glitch slimes have this dumb-looking smile. Not that smile, but let's see. That one. Kind of reminds me of a Ditto from Pokemon. At least we don't need to find an exit. Man. We don't have to go very far to get a few. But we definitely, it would be nice if we could manage to get 50 in a pop. Okay. It's not too bad. I would guess that... Oh, how dangerous is this? Doesn't seem too bad. If you're cautious about how you use the debug spray, seems like you can hit several of them. That's interesting. I want both of you and you. Wonder when it ends. Hey, we're up to 62. So maybe we can hit 100 in this one round. Oh, the tars are here. So let's get out. Beacons. I don't know. Okay, not that direction. Exit portal activated. Okay, it's that way. Of course it's that way. I was going the other way because there were tars. Okay, it's way over here. Nope. Need to go back. I was right the first time. Okay, it's up here. How do we get up there? That's how. Aha! Well, we don't need that at this point. Okay. 62 bug reports isn't bad for a first try. Three manifold cubes. I guess we'll take that back to here. Is there a space in here for manifold cubes? There is. Yay. Oh, we already got tangles. We have tangle honeys. I didn't remember doing that. Oh, but we're out of water now. That's a little obnoxious. Still, we did pretty good there. We're going to go to the moss blanket. We're going to check the apiaries. And we're going to see about going to the glass desert for some painted chickens. And it may take more than one trip. There we go. Now, as I recall last time, we set up the apiaries right on the edge. And when I say edge, I mean like right at the exit. There we go, we're back up to full water. And here's this. Oh good, one apiary's gone. I think I'd rather take the hexacomb this time. No, I'll take the roostros because they will come in handy a little bit later. Let's see how many apiaries we can make since we just used up all 6. What am I doing? That was just silliness on my part. Okay, and can we buy anything new? Yes, but nothing I particularly want. So, let's see. We are going to want more drills. How about apiaries? How many can we make? 1. Okay, we can make 6 of those, but we have used up nearly all of our pink plorts. How is this doing? Pretty good, given that there are no pink plorts in there, but it also seems like they're not getting fed. So let's grab all of these. Nobody's getting fed. Granted, I'm not too worried about that. I might take these guys away since we do have another area for them now, and I can remove them and maybe even put in a silo. I think that may be a better play. All right. For now, oh right, I was checking to see what we could make. We don't have enough yellow, pink. It's fine. Okay, let's check out what's going on here. Honey plorts are up. Tangle ports are up. Can we make another market link and put it in the lab area? That's the big question. Market link. Yes, we can. I'm gonna put it right here. All right. So we definitely want to sell as many honey as we can. And I am going to sell these. Obviously, I'm not going to sell the pink. I never sell the pink. Okay, we're doing pretty good so far. We've already hit the 25,000 that we need for... Oh, that was unfortunate. That we need for the... I think I'm going to put 50 of those in here. $50 of each in. That'll just give me a little buffer if I do need more of them. There we go. And then come over here for these honeys. Running out of time to do this. I think that'll be all we do today. But yeah, I've decided that's going to become a silo for reasons that will become apparent in just a moment. There we go. They're all taken care of. So now I can gather up what's here. Tell me that this is all the food in there. It is. I will take the ports. And then I will... Nope. Demolish the plot. I want a silo here with additional storage. There we go. Now I want to update you. I wanted you to take fruit from gardens and put it in silos. Activate. I want you to take plorts from plort collectors and put them in silos. Activate. Oh, actually... Well, no, you'll be fine there. It's a shame there isn't one right in here. You... are getting picked up and installed right here, actually. That feels better. You are getting picked up and installed right here. Now, target fruit, gardens to silos. Activate. There we go. Then when I come in to feed everybody, I can just grab from the silos. It'll be simpler. Okay, I have spent far too long on that. Let's go buy the 7Z reward and then head back to the glass desert. I do want to see what this one wants. Viktor or Ogden? Ogden. Ogden's Party Punch. 1 part pogo fruit, 1 part prickle pear juice, 2 parts starfire rum. Gets you dancing. You want 7 carrots, 2 heartbeats, and 3 oka-okas. That's super easy. The hardest thing about that, amazingly, is the carrots, because they're outside our range. But oh look. 7 carrots. This is why I love Ogden. He is super easy to deal with. Okay, 7 carrots. 2 of these. And 3 of these. Now what does this get us? 4 stony hens, 2 briar hens, 1 quantum plort, and 750. The quantum plort can go way back there. We have a place for the stony hens and the briar hens, although I should start storing them soon. Let's see, we are already storing stony. We do have tabby slimes now. We have the mosaic tabbies right over there, in fact. So I'm going to take that away. I'm going to put briar hens here. And I'm going to put these in the refinery so that I can make more stuff. There we go. I think I'm going to check one more time to see what might be the next update in pricing and see if we have anything that has increased in price that we have a ton of. Here's hoping. Boom slimes are up. But it's kind of looking like they may be the only ones. I suppose I could do rad boom slimes just for some quick and easy stuff. One thing I could consider doing is clearing out each area of the far range. Like the day before yesterday we did the grotto, and then yesterday we did the lab. So today we could just do here next and then that area afterwards. That could work actually really well. Now to make my life super easy, another market link, which is kind of pointless because I'm putting a market link in the place that has the market. But if I can maybe shorten my run, that would make everything vastly more convenient, I think. So, Warp Tech, Market Link. We can afford one more. Then we'll need Royal Jelly. But what we're going to do with the apiaries from here on is put maybe 2 in the Glass Desert and 4 in the Moss Blanket. That's my plan. Now, where can we put these? Right here actually seems perfect to me. So I want the market link here. Because then I can come over here And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get all of these sold. And it's not even going to matter the price to me. Which is good because they are not worth much right now. Okay, the drone getting in my way is a little obnoxious. But that would be too far away. Now, what if I actually turned it that way so that I would always come over here and grab these? So I'll go rock, crystal, boom, rad, and then I'm just in a great place to sell them. That makes sense. I'm over here just fine-tuning the efficiency. And figuring out where to aim. And then once I have some more royal jelly, I will make refinery links for the areas too. We aren't making a ton of money, but we're making some. More importantly, we're getting ourselves into a pattern. There we go. We've sold pretty much everything now. Anything we can buy here? Nope. Still nothing. In the 7Z Club, we can afford the overgrowth update. Let's check out the new colors too. So let's see. I think we got Daybreak and Eventide maybe? I like the look of Daybreak. How does Eventide look? It's alright. Not my favorite, but that's because that kind of Dark yellow gold color is not my favorite. Nothing to sneeze at, though. All right, let us get going. Oh, we should check out the overgrowth upgrade, though, because we just paid for that. Looks like we've got some scaffolding there. Better pathways. It's not bad. Our prickly pears are not any slouches. So we can get these guys all fed. Yeah. I think that one's stuck in there. All right, that looks pretty good. They're going to be well fed now. Okay. Time to go back to the glass desert for the painted hens and silver parsnips. Nope, we do have another one of these. Bob or Thora? Okay, Bob, what do you want? You want 2 stony, 3 regular, and 1 painted. Well, let's see if we can't get the painted going. And why am I going out this way when the grotto is far, far superior in terms of shortcuts? I need to remember to put those secret styles back on and see if turning them off and on has messed with what we've gotten unlocked. I keep forgetting to do that. This is definitely one of my favorite pieces from the soundtrack. There's just something about it that sounds... I don't know. It's kind of mysterious, kind of nostalgic. The first time I played Slime Rancher 2, I had been aware of it before it was released, and I was super excited for it. But I couldn't afford it initially, so I had to wait a while. And I finally was able to buy it. And I can remember hearing the opening bits of music and just tears welling up in my eyes because it sparked this massive kind of sense of joy and nostalgia and sadness all at once. And to this day, the menu music for Slime Rancher 2 makes me cry a little bit every single time. It's such a weird feeling. You know what we didn't bring with us that I should have, but I'm not going back now? I should have brought 50 prickly pears for the giant dervish slime that we found. Or a tangle plort. Okay. Now, I hear something jingling. We do have 4 silky sand already. And I can put in 1 advanced apiary and let's put it on the same side, shall we? 2 advanced apiary. Still can't do the drills. Whoa. I want so badly to know what that jingling is. Because I keep expecting it to be something good. And it is. It is a gilded ginger, and I will take that. Okay. We have 3 things. We need 1 more. And then we'll go home. We can always try to come back 1 more time. Okay, here's 2 and 3, 4. That'll be a good number of painted hens to start us off. Now that we'll give up 1. It's a lucky cat. You gotta take care of a lucky cat. Those are puddle ornaments. Those are super cute. Alright, gilded gingers are the gold slime's favorite food. And I believe by putting 1 in a Gordo trap, we have the potential of catching it. So I do want to keep it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put this chicken coop right here, because these guys, mosaics, they're the ones I think. No, they like the silver parsnips. It's the tangle. Okay, so never mind. I have wasted a bunch of money, but it's totally fine. Let's see. This is the grotto. Or whatever it's called. Garden, whatever. Oh, look at all the pretty sparkles. I like those. I don't remember those. Okay, so we're gonna take these guys way down here. And set them up right here. Go get a roostro. There might even be an extra one in one of these. Oh my gosh, look at that. 3 roostros. You can keep that one. 2 over here. All right, we are set there. And they're hungry, but they'll just have to wait. I'm gonna store these roostros. And then stick these in the refinery. I love this. The little, they almost look like water flies instead of fireflies to me. The little glowy blue flies are so pretty. We only need 1. So I think we can actually spare it. Let's see. 1 painted, 2 stony, 3 normal. We can do this. One painted. Two stony. Three normal. And what are we getting for this? We're getting heartbeats, phosphor, and quantum. That's fine. Okay. Let's get our silky sand. And then we'll go hit up Viktor's workshop again. Oh, we should do Mochi's thing too. Is that here? No, this is Ogden's. What do we get? Ogden's Ranch. Well, let's go just get a round of Ogden's stuff in. Hi. Can you guys stop? We haven't been to the wilds in a minute. So there should be a decent amount of cucadobas ready for us to find. Also, a decent amount of grumpy guys. I don't want you, because there's not... Oh, well, fine. Not you. And you. Protection. Aha. Here we go. And as always, we are on the lookout for a way out of here. Why'd you have to go swimming? But yeah, there are a bunch of cucadobas just ready to go, which is nice. Even a box. Nothing major in it. At some point, we really do need to run around the world and just collect up all the ornaments we've been given over weekends and just figure out good places to put them. Alright, what about over here? There is one over here. This is usually pretty good and also pretty dangerous. Anything down there? Not that I see. Goodness. Give me you guys, because I have a feeling I'm gonna need you for my own protection. Okay, wow, there's... I had never noticed those before. I'm glad I looked up when I did. Okay. Don't want a stony chick. Still haven't seen an exit route. Only mildly concerning. Occasionally I'll catch a color out of the corner of my eye. I think it's the purple of a cucadoba. And have to go back and double check. Okay, there's the exit. I do also want to check the little quarry looking area, so we are going to go over there. But we know where the exit is. And if I'm not mistaken, if I come over here... Yeah, okay. Here we go. I don't have enough for all of you. Okay. I think at this point we've pretty well covered the whole of, well, not the whole of the wilds, but most of the wilds. There's still the cave to check. It isn't usually too lucrative, but every once in a while. Let's see. Going up would be good. Going over here might be useful. Well, very useful. Okay. I will take it. Oh, here we go. Very convenient. We got 27 cucadobas, and here's an exit that I'm just gonna take because I'm pretty well done for now. Store these away. These spicy tofu. Nope. There we go. And because we're going to Mochi's real quick to do a quick run for her, we can pop into this cavern and just store these. Nope. In the refinery link. Yay. Okay, Mochi. Let's see. We are what? 141 out of 700. But for 700, we do get her ranch. And I do have plans for her ranch. So let's get this done. Let's not die in this process. Okay, it gives us about 20 extra seconds. So that's good. Okay, we've got a slow field and 49 seconds. So I'm inclined to do it right there. Okay, we're down to 24 seconds. We need to get moving. We are up to 68, which is not ideal, but I just want to get a few more seconds on the... You know what? I think I've used up every place here. So let's use this last one and just see what we can catch. Okay, 92. That's our best yet. Pretty good. Nice. So it seems like a good way to do it is maybe to go around, get all of the time you can, and then come back to the middle if you've got a slow, and go immediately for a good slow field area. So I think I'm going to try that strategy. Okay, we're up to 2 minutes. Tell me this is slow. It is a slow field. Okay, we are in business now. Let's actually do it right here. Okay, it doesn't last forever. Still, we got over 40 right then and there. And I'm just going to stick around here now, rather than go farming for more stuff, because I'm just going to see how many I can get and be right next to the exit. Because we have other things to do tonight. 37. 30 seconds. But I am running out of shots. And I'm out of shots. We've got 73. I feel that's pretty good. Oh, wait. No, I'm not. I hate that I can't aim properly. Okay, 77. Not bad. We went from just over 100 to over 300. Pretty good, I'd say. Okay. You guys need more food. Something. Ah, there we go. For some reason, my mouse stopped working for a minute there. Ah. How are y'all doing for food? You're fine. I will give these guys the 50. Nope. I would really love for the incinerator to have some way to keep them in a little bit better. I think my batteries may be dying just a touch. Let me see here. Give me just a second. I just need to get a cord so that I can use my mouse. There we go. Deal with that more later. Sorry about that. Okay. Now I want to go back to the moss blanket. After we check this, Ogden or Mochi. We haven't done Mochi in a while. Tangleport, 2 honey, and 1 crystal. Well, that's super easy. We've got 2 mosaic. So we've got mosaic right here. The tangle's down here, and then the honey's over there. How are y'all doing? Well, there's at least one chickadee. Just the one? Really? Well, you do have everything I can possibly give you. They are so desperate to get to these poor hens. Okay, there are two chickadees. Or two chickadees. And I need some tangle ports, so there we go. Somebody got fed. Look at all of that. That is interesting. I can't remember. I think it was just the one tangle port. I sure hope it was just one. At most, I hope it was two. Okay, one tangle, one mosaic. And then 2 honey. And then we're going to head back to the glass desert. We want the silver parsnips. And we are going to hit the moss blanket at the same time to install the apiaries. How are you guys doing? That's right. They're not feeding anybody anymore, so... But we do have 79 pinks. That I can put into the refinery. Okay, we have an advanced drill. Let's see. 1, 2. Can't make any more advanced drills until we've got more rock plorts. How about advanced? There we go. 2 of those. So I want 1 more advanced drill. And this amount of pinks will get that. But I do need the rock plorts too. So, before we close this out, I'm gonna make a quick round feeding everybody. So they're making more plorts for us. You get 50. Hey, we just unlocked Treasure Cracker 3. That will be helpful. Because we've seen a lot of them, we just haven't done anything with them. And you get 50. And actually, because there's only the 2 corrals, and we have more than enough mint mangoes, I'm gonna feed each of them 100. Provided you don't get in my way. That way they will be fully fed for a while, and I don't have to think about them for a minute. Okay. We'll take these, we'll get the rocks. And then we'll head over to the moss blanket. A bunch of fruit and a few veggies. Veggie and meat, so they can't use the fruit, and I don't care about them because they're both fruits we already had. So. Well, that was most of our money, but that's totally fine. Okay. Rock. Right. We'll get 50 of these. Take them over to the refinery. Maybe we should do one more simulation. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go, like I said, glass desert, moss blanket. We've got the drill, we've got the pump, and we've got the apiaries. 4 apiaries in the moss blanket, 2 of everything in the glass desert. Oh, do we have another depot that we can do? Or something? Can we make any sort of warp tech? We need a royal jelly for the refinery link. So we can't do it right now. We'll just have to come back. Prioritize a royal jelly and a silver parsnip on the way back. But if we can find a place to put all of these links and stuff, and then see about I don't know, getting set up, getting like I want to feed you real quick because we have all of these parsnips. I can feed you real quick. I wish very much that I could choose where to put each of the like the port collectors and the automatic feeders. That would be a quality of life thing for me. And I still forgot the prickle pears for the dervish. Oh well. Okay, first things... You know what? We'll do it this way. We are going to go... Because I know we have a royal jelly on the ground. Over here. And we don't need to worry about where they're going to be placed. So. I can get 2 there, but I'd rather have 4 in the same area if possible. And I'm kind of thinking that big kind of open green area would be a good place to go for this. So not this one. Let's stop and get some water. One. There's 4 up on this raised area. And then a couple down here. So I'd be inclined to put like the teleporter here. So 1 apiary here. 1 apiary here. That's 2. And then the last 2 will be down here. Okay. Then we're going to come back through here. Next week we may make it a week for treasure hunting. Just exploring and finding any of the slime style and treasure pods that we've missed. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So right now, my plan for next week is to, excuse me, aim for treasure hunting and decoration. And treasure hunting for me does mean treasure pods and slime style. As well as the Gordos that we need to pop. I would have thought that these would have been areas that we could pop things on, but I guess not. No jingling this time, that's good. Okay, you're ready. Pepper jam and hot buzzwax, or and beeswax. I require that one. Okay, so that's the apiary. We are gonna put two pumps over here because we can't put the drills. I need to remember to go check on them. All right. Let's head back the fastest way I know. Don't really care about the buzzwax right now. So I'm just gonna toss that into the void more or less. Because I either want a gilded ginger or a silver parsnip. They have prickle pears now, but do they have the silver parsnips? Not so far as I'm seeing. Okay. We're gonna go home, we're gonna get this, the stuff we need and come back. Make sure they're both going. Okay. Warp tech. What did I want? I wanted a refinery link. Yeah. I want a refinery link. And I want a butterscotch teleporter, but I can't have that yet. Okay. That's fine. Now, 2 places to visit. Minimum. I need to go to the Indigo Quarry, but that's super easy because we've got the teleporter 2 right there. And by doing that, we can maybe, hopefully, deal with the drills so we can get them set up. Are y'all gonna pop? That's the big question. No. So it's still gonna take us another little bit. Next we need at most 50 of the prickle pears. So I can fill this slot up with prickle pear. Then figure it out from there, basically. Okay, we've got 49 prickle pears. I'm gonna take one from them. That's 50. So now we can go and deal with the dervish before we end the day, which will be, I think, super nice. So that's going to be my next step. After that, if I feel we have time, which I'm saying it that way because if it's like 10 minutes to the end, I don't mind fudging it a little bit, but if it's like 15 after, I'm not gonna do it. But we are going to head into the slimulation one more time and see what we can get from Viktor. All right, off to the glass desert. Wasn't there a treasure pod somewhere? I guess not. Oh well, it's fine. I am ignoring you guys as always. I do kind of love when you're running along and the giant angry feral slimes launch themselves at you and you just ignore them. So they end up going over your head and slamming into the ground in the, back behind you. It's like, okay, zero danger here. But if you get stopped on something, then it becomes dangerous. I do like how straightforward the trip is if you make it enough. Maybe it was over here that I saw a pod. Like right around the corner or something. No? Other side? No. Okay. Okay, now to get up to the dervish, we do have to do that little parkour thingy again, where we climb up the wall and such. still going? Are you still going? Yeah. Okay. And I do intend to put... I need to rearrange this area anyway. Okay, y'all are all going. Fantastic. So let's see. We started over here. Up there. Yeah. And then we went up there. Then to there. There we go. Oh wait, the dervish wasn't over here, it was over here. That's right. Hey, buddy. Okay, we only needed 25. Oh, that gives us a key. That is huge. Also... Ooh, what are you? A pink stripy ornament. And that gets us to here. Looks like there's something over there. Okay, that hurt a little bit. Treasure pod. I said next week, but obviously I'll take this one too. Potted cactus. Sorry, potted cactus. Okay. Oh, we needed another tangle slime port. So, let me grab... Not you. You. I think originally when they made the Glass Desert, these solar events were pretty rare. And they became way more popular or common over time. Okay, perfect. Actually, that was super convenient. I'm grabbing a few more just in case I have another area that needs it. And we have a door back here. We also have a door. I'm gonna do this one. Hopefully this is a good door. New area. Okay, so that leads this way to an area we've never explored before. Before I do that, I want to get a couple of the plorts for each type. That way, whatever type is ready to, like, if I need to pop it into a statue, I can. But we have something else we can do over here. With the tangle plorts. We needed one more tangle plort. And that was when we needed to go up so high. Because I need to be over here. Come on. Yes. I came around. Up, up, up. In here. Okay. And this is now open. All right. And we definitely have one right there. No. No, we don't. We have them on the other side. Okay. Now let's see if we can aim. Way over there. There is another one down there. Do I know where it is? Not offhand. Do I want to go down there to try and find it? No. Because I will not be able to get back up easily, but I guess I'm doing it. You know what? We'll save exploring the new area for another time. I know there's one over that way. Where is it? Come on. There it is. Okay, we hit that one. Ah, and one right there. Let's see if we can do this. Okay. This one. Super easy. Now that's certainly not all of them, but it does make it a little bit better, a little bit faster to find everything. And these are ready to go, which is also helpful. Not gonna get any of that just yet. I don't need any of it. And that should be enough silky sand. The benefit to triggering them is they go on to their next cycle, and these things don't despawn. Oh, that's a neat looking one. I might have to do a dervish tangle. That could be really cute. All right, we are coming up on 10 minutes. We're at 13 minutes to the end of the stream. We have a new area to explore next stream. So what we're going to do is we are going to do one more slimulation. See what we get there. All right, let's see how this goes. Grab the debug spray immediately. Okay. Let's see what's through here. Oh, even they can be glitches. Kind of seems like if you don't pay a whole lot of attention to what you're sucking up, if you don't worry about it beyond getting the glitches, you can get quite a few. Although we definitely want more than this. Now, where are we at now? No, don't go into the water. Come to me. I saw actual smiles, not the dopey little grins. I would like more debug spray, please. Nope, they're both good. It seems like the largos here, the hunter largos, are not feral, which is very nice. I kind of want to go back, though. This doesn't feel as trustworthy a place. We've got 24. We were up to 61 previously, so if we can get like 40, we'll be doing good. Let's see, where is the way out? There it is. Nope, you're not. Now these guys are still dangerous. But they seem to have wandered off. Okay. Yes, I knew you were. Oh, that was a thing. Okay, so even rocks can be. He did say objects too, I just didn't see what made it suspicious at all. After a time they do disappear, that's good to know. We are starting to get tars, and that's worrisome because we're only at 35. I'd like to get a few more. Okay, 45. That's good. Exit is this way. Actually, 45 isn't quite good. We would need, what, 49? 61? Maybe it's only 39. Maybe my math's off. Let's see if... Nope, not you. Go away, please. Please go away. I don't see anywhere that's particularly suspicious yet. How about you? I'll take you. Okay, here we go. Oh, goodness. Okay, now we need to get out of Dodge. We were far away from the exit. That is not good. Okay, we made it with 54, which should get us our first reward. I don't know what it is, but we'll find out. And I was way over. Okay. Hello again, Beatrix. I am currently in the middle of important work and require focus time for the next several minutes. Therefore, I have contracted out the Phase 1 reward distribution to a scientific colleague of mine. Connecting you now. Hello? Chicken? Chicken? Chicken equal chicken plus chicken. Now then, I trust that my colleague compensated you well. No, I've never actually met him in person, but that's not unusual for me. You see, I generally run simulations for everything I can in my life, including relationships with others. You might think this is perhaps too clinical of an approach, but I can assure you, it saves a significant amount of time. And time is so valuable, and so very finite. It is the singular cruelty of nature. So why waste a second of it building a friendship that ends, or a romantic interest that leaves you cold? Wasteful. So I simulate it all and determine where it is likely to lead. It is all very precise and allows me to operate on a timeline that is most optimal. But clearly there are still kinks to work out, as the simulation I ran of you assisting me had you completing Phase 1 much later than the actual result. How odd. I'll add fixing this issue to my agenda. In the meantime, let's begin Phase 2 of the project. The bug reports you've submitted so far are fascinating. Within the limits of the slimulation, glitch slimes appear to be very much real. I need to know more. Gather more bug reports, and I'll grant you access to blueprints for my custom advanced drones. They're doubly effective at ranch work. Efficiency. Sorry, I often forget about goodbyes. Goodbye. For now. I want the advanced drones. How many? 360. We can do that. We're already 16 in. Pop these 2 manifold cubes in. And let's check and see, can we do anything new? No. I am going to move the pink plorts into the refinery because we need so many of them for so long. Hi. I see that when you recolor the tech, even the drones get recolored, and that's kind of cute. All right, warp tech. We have a refinery link made. So, I would say, well, you know what? I've got a plan for it. So we'll do one last thing where we take care of putting it in place. Then we'll say goodnight for the evening. Because if I make myself wait a week, I will forget where I'm at. I don't have any water for this, so that is just fine. Oh my gosh, look at that garden. There's so many oka-okas. I'm going the wrong area. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the refinery link roughly where I'm also going to put the teleporter for the moss blanket. That way I can teleport in, suck up everything I need to, stick it in the refinery, and then go back as I need to. Fortunately, this won't take long because it's just the second round into the moss blanket. All right, our last step of tonight. I've got the teleporter there. And I can put the refinery link right here. All right. And because these guys are dancing, we might as well get them taken care of so that we can go about our business next week and grab treasure and explore a new area. We did get 2 royal jellies. Yeah, that's going to be helpful. Because with that, we'll be able to make more of these. All right. All right, have a wonderful evening, everyone. It was great streaming to you, and I hope you have a great time. Bye bye.